So, this is one of my homebrew characters by using the Lord of Paxis, not sure which, Lord of Fauzius and the Tainted Cohort box. He's part of a homebrew Nurgle warband known as the Rustbound Reclaimers, which fairly standard Death Gaurd. As the Death Gaurd go, fairly standard. Main difference is that the Rustbound Reclaimers their focus is upon corroding metal, making oxidizing iron, oxidizing copper, and stuff like that, That, and the fact that they see themselves as not per se the average Nurgle. Yeah, they're gloomy and whatever, but their main thing is they like to interact with the non-Death Gaurd warbands, One of the major examples is currently several of their members, including this guy, are attached to the recently converted to Nurgle warband known as the Bloated Beasts, which once were a White Scar's successor chapter that unfortunately succumbed to the ruinous powers of that be. Primarily, the majority would fall under Nurgle, Khorne, and a little bit of Slaaneshi. Mostly in response to they were deep in over their heads from their homeworld known as Kevyshaa, which unfortunately was subject to a Zinech warband. Daemon hosts can't war against them. So, really there's three factions within... There's four factions, I should say, within the approximately 300 survivors of the chapter which would eventually become known as the Bloated Beasts. The Bloated Beasts are merely one of the major band of the 300 survivors. They're led by Chaos Lord Jaundon, former chapter master Pfizer Mosep, who basically got tossed a dirty one, got stabbed by dirty needles, fell to Nurgle. Not much else, except for this crucial detail. Jaundon is seen as the bloated, as in a demigod among the Bloated Beasts, Nurglite faction, which shares the name. He's one of the two Tiphonio, which basically are, in a way, they're the chaos, they're the most blessed by chaos forces among the heretics of the Bloated Beasts. They symbolize, they embody remorse, despair, regret, that sort. Kind of obvious to see why they fell to Nurgle. But the thing is that the Nurgle faction and the Slaaneshi faction both have one of the Tiphonio twins, quote unquote. Both factions believe that the Tiphonio were once all minor gods of the warp. And instead of seeing they see Nurgle as like a grandfather. Which, I mean, is kind of normal, but they also see like the Tiphonio as their older brother, you know? The older brother who's been disowned, the prodigal son. They also have a unique theology incorporating the Tiphonio who now exist as mortals who failed the gods, you know? And they believe in rebirth spirit, which I put her name in the comment in the description. Basically, she's seen as she's the maternal love and rebirth in spite of decay. Fascinating theology. So, the Bloated Beasts, roughly 25 of which remained loyal to the throne after the destruction of their homelord Kevyshaa. These were led by a dreadnought brother Jared the Indomitable and the scout sergeant Leon Kaplow. Unfortunately, Jared would basically inform the survivors, you know what, screw this shit, do your own thing, I don't care, I'm too old, I'm a dead man walking. Yeah, so Leon Kaplow would go on with a few of his group to become some of the founding members of what's called successor, known as the Scarred Sons, which are composed of several various what's called successor chapters that collectively were considered extinct. And one of the other major chapters which would reform into these courtesans are these silver blades. They basically fought during the Disputing Heresy. Their main sin was, they called for assistance from their homelord Ungaria Secondus. Over a dozen chapters would join, including the War Turtles, the Feral Boars, and Battalion's Bastards, among others. Some of their reinforcements, the reinforcing chapters would turn their blades against the Loyalists. The Terminators, the Exsanguination Brothers, the major examples of such